Hi guys, today I have a very special video for you. Water exercise for healthy spine and strong back muscles. My name is Marzena. I'm a certified group fitness instructor and aqua instructor. For those of you who struggle with back pain, let me tell you this, those exercises is exactly what you need. Just get yourself in the water and feel immediate relief from gravity, from just the fact that you are completely weightless in the water. Maybe I'll be able to convince you for this 45 minutes of workout where not only you're gonna feel better, but also you're gonna have plenty of chances to strengthen your core, your back, and spine muscles. You can do all of those moves without any equipment, but maybe I'll be able to convince you to get some of the equipment that will actually take this exercise and this routine to the next level and bring you results faster. You are welcome. I hope you are ready. Just let me introduce myself a little bit more during this quick intro and we're gonna begin. This is Fitness Anytime and Anywhere by Marzena. I'm bringing you virtual fitness classes in a water, on land, and absolutely anywhere. Go ahead, subscribe, and then explore my playlist. You're gonna find out there's over 150 different workouts where I'm doing my best to explain you what are the best exercise, what's the best equipment that you may like to buy, and maybe what equipment you already have at home and you can incorporate into your routines. Also, I want to invite you to check those beautiful filming locations and maybe one day you're going to explore it yourself. I hope you're going to subscribe and then share those videos with your friends and family. Find me on Facebook, Fitness Anytime and Anywhere by Marzena. New workout every Saturday. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about new video popping on. Let's begin with warm-up. I recommend water level around your chest or shoulders. You just need a little space. First exercise, lunge position. We're going to do power waves. No equipment needed. You just want to focus on your breath and start warming up your body slowly, getting you ready for what's coming next. Just move your arms forward and backwards, creating this soft wave around you. Try maintain your upper body stable with your belly in, with your shoulders right above your hips. Go ahead, switch leg and continue again. Try stabilize your upper body position. Don't move your shoulders forward or to the sides. Keep it stable. And again, focus on your breath. You really want to take that moment and warm up those deep core muscles. Breath into the nose and exhale out through your mouth. Go ahead, switch leg again and keep on going. We need a little bit more time to warm up. You'll notice that most of the exercise will actually challenge your upper body. That's our focus today. Go ahead, switch to left lunge and keep going. Power waves. Push the water forward and back and feel how the water resistance is making everything so much harder than if we would do this on land. Try a couple more times. Just find a good tempo. Breath in and out. Not only you want to see the motion of the water around you, but maybe you can even hear it. That's the goal. Remember, you want to feel very comfortable with air and water temperature before we actually progress. Next exercise, heel back. You're going to take a small step to the side and then bend your leg and curl your heel back. This is going to warm up our legs. And later on, when we move on to a hamstring stretch, you're gonna feel that it's really worth it. Keep going. Now you need very little space for those exercises, but if you have more space around you, feel free to move forward, backwards, or around with those knee curls. Control your breath and remember those are gentle exercises, especially for those of you who maybe are experiencing some pain. Obviously, I don't want to push you too hard, and you don't want to push yourself and cause anything that causes pain. You want to feel better after those exercises, so take it slow. There's not going to be any sprinting, any jumping. You don't even need shoes for those moves. Keep your fingertips together to create just a little bit more of that resistance. Keep your back straight and chin up. Parallel to the floor, to the surface of the water. Keep going. Step to the side, knee curl. Step to the side, and let's add a little bit motion now. All of those are medium tempo, so you can do it with someone else and you can easily carry on a nice conversation. Very chat-friendly routine today. How's that for a change? Moving backward, you may want to reverse your arm moves just like so. Breath in and out. I'm sure you feel how those hamstrings are already warmed up. They actually get a good portion of the exercise, which is great. And guys, next I want to convince you to use swim paddles or aqua gloves. Now, if you have them, awesome. If not, you can still do all of those moves. Just keep your fingertips linked. They will definitely take those exercises to the next level. So if you want to purchase those, follow the link in the description. Now, we're gonna have the lunge position that we're already familiar with, and this time we're gonna do splash out, 20 to 40 reps on this side. By that I mean right leg is in front of you. Now here I want you to finally focus on strength. So you're gonna place those pads in the water or palms facing back, and then you're gonna push the water back and eventually move your palms up a little higher to the surface, so you will end up with the splash behind you. Very important that your upper body is stabilized. You need to engage your core, your abs, to keep that stable. You kind of draw like a letter V or A in the water. So you put your palms together in front of you and then you drag this out and then behind. Look how my palms, in this case those paddles, are facing back. Now you're gonna quickly feel that your back muscles are getting a fantastic portion of the exercise. All of this with your spine completely decompressed. Control that tempo. Don't slow down. You want a very consistent tempo. Don't lean forward. And remember, your neck is aligned with your spine. Chin parallel to the surface of the water. Keep going. You will feel a little burn in your arms, and obviously you'll feel those back muscles. But that's exactly what we should feel. So let's now come back to right lunge and move on to the next exercise. It's lunge position. You're gonna do heel back, right? So it's the same knee curl that we were warming up with. Now your arms are doing a circle motion below the surface. So this time you're gonna put your palms forward, out, and then kind of scoop it in towards yourself. This will engage your chest muscles a little bit more. And we want that balance, that great balance, yes? We just challenge back of the body, and now we combine all of this with a little bit of chest workout. Control that tempo. Don't avoid a resistance by turning your palms along with the flow, right? You want to go against the resistance. And now it's time to switch leg. It's your other leg, left lunge, and you do the same splash out. 20 to 40 repetitions would be very nice of you. So keep going. And let me tell you, it's always more challenging to repeat the second set because those muscles already are challenged. But this is also when I need to tell you, don't skip it and don't give up. You need to be challenged like that so those muscles get stronger and your position better every time. Very common mistake is that we are rising our shoulders up. Make sure you keep them actually back and away from ears, long neck. That's how you do it. Keep going. You're doing fantastic. I know how you feel. Your body is getting stronger with every single move. Keep going. These moves look very beautiful. On the surface, they feel even better. Water workouts is such a pleasure. You really don't feel like it's a workout. It's a treat. And again, keep bringing those shoulder blades back and then in against toward each other. Really targeting those muscles. Back muscles are not so easy to be challenged in the water. These are really the best moves I have for you. Using paddles or gloves gives so much to those moves, and every single move is very powerful with those. And let's do curls again. Heel back. You are still balancing on your left leg, on your left foot, curling your right heel up and then back down. Keep going. Another great exercise to strengthen hamstrings, and later on the stretch for this muscle group will just feel so much better. Remember, you now go with the circle movements. You're gonna scoop it in, bring those palms a little bit lower and down towards your hips and then your rib cage. Drag your hands, your palms through the resistance. Notice then when holding paddles or using gloves, you actually want to spread your fingers out. If you don't have those, you definitely want to link it. And it's right lunge now, and we're going to do power waves. Now the difference is, that's exactly the same move that we were warming up with, but notice the difference. You now turn your palms back when you open your arms, and then you turn your palms forward when you bring them back in. So that's going to create those power waves that are now surrounding you, and you want to keep that energy going. You now combine back and chest together, and you surely are feeling how core muscles stay very much engaged. Keep going. Breathing is important, in and out. If you can hear yourself exhaling, you're doing it right. You can do about 20 on each side and then switch leg. It's not going to change what your upper body is doing, but it's a good way to keep track on how many we actually did. Keep your belly button close to your spine and just go with the flow. We need a little bit more. Don't bend forward. Don't lean sideways. Keep that spine in a neutral position. Switch leg and continue more. Good. Notice that our palms must stay very far away from us. So you don't want to end it up by bringing your arms in and working your bicep. Working bicep is great, but that's not our priority in this workout. Not today, okay? Keep your knees soft and just allow your legs to keep you in a strong position. Very little of the wiggling side to side. There's very tiny motion forward and back. I'm sure you can see it now, but again, very little. Keep your lips open because that's how you want to exhale out, through your lips. If you can hear it, it's good enough, and for sure, you are targeting your core muscles. Look around and see if that power wave is still going on. And we finally had enough, so let's put those paddles or gloves away and let's use kickboard. Now, if you don't have a kickboard yet, no worries. You can do this exercise with dumbbells or with noodle or even without any of these. So we're gonna do split jumps with kickboard, and we need about 20 to 40 reps. Now with kickboard, it's just something different. It's really gonna keep your upper body very stable. That's the position that we want, and this is modification for those of you who maybe are non-swimmers and cannot move both feet up, right? So you can keep one leg up at a time. And now you may wonder, how is that working my back muscles? Where it's actually stretching your hamstrings and it's opening your hips. And if those muscles are just neglected and never stretched, we end up with back pain. So it's very important that we do a little bit of that dynamic stretching now, so then we can benefit and feel very relaxing stretches at the end of this routine. It's also important to kind of look around how you're performing this exercise. You may notice that your right side or maybe your left is more flexible, and you just feel it, that it's different. And you see that one leg can go so much higher than another one. That is also affecting your spine. It affects how you walk, how you sit, how you do everything. And that may actually put a little more stress to one side of your body and leave you with back pain. So very important, and really watching yourself exercising, maybe even videotaping some of your routines, some of your workouts, to see exactly how are you doing it. Just a tip. Breathing is also important here, so you again want to do your best to fully exhale out to your mouth. Exhale, let it go. You are strengthening your core, and strong core supports your spine no matter what you do. Look how I'm holding the board. It's actually very easy for upper body. It's just coordinating those two moves and addressing that range of motion that's more challenging than anything else in this case. And again, if you like this move, you can do more than 40. You're very welcome, okay? Kick it out. Each one is the best you can do. Next, exercise number 7, leg extensions, also with a kickboard. Here we're gonna do 20 repetitions on each side, and you can alternate sides, or you can put together 40 on one and then switch. That's our starting position. Once again, you are balancing on your right leg, and this knee is slightly bent. Try line up your arm with your leg, find the balance, and only when you're ready, you're gonna add motion up and down. Lifting up your leg up and down, engaging those glutes and back muscles. Look, that movement is very small. You don't want to overarch your lumbar spine. If you would have difficulties doing this one with the board, you can place one hand on the wall of the pool, or again, you can use noodle or a dumbbell. You can also hold somebody else's hands. Try to do about 20 repetitions and then exhale, round up your spine. And it's time to switch leg. We're gonna do exactly the same. Take a moment, find the balance, stabilize your position, and then add motion. Remember your belly in. It's always gonna be one leg and then the opposite hand. That's important to remember and so easy to forget. Well, I'm here to remind you. Remember that tempo is slow and controlled. Range of motion may look small, but once you do it, you'll feel what a challenge it is for those tiny muscles. All those muscles are keeping your position straight and healthy, no matter what you do. Again, exhale, climb up on your toes, round up your spine. And we're gonna switch leg. Yes, did I tell you it's easy to forget about the opposite hand? Well, you got me. Keep going, slow and controlled tempo. Glutes engage. And sometimes it happens that once you already are lifting up your leg, extending it up, you'll be losing your balance. Just stop for a little bit, reset everything, and start again. It's better to do it right than not correctly, all right? So here, how we do it is priority. This entire workout is about doing the best we can. And this time we're gonna squat a little bit to the side and slide the board across, just like that. Again, climb up on your tippy toes and come back to the center. Take a moment, find a position, find a balance. It's up and down movement again. This exercise is one of the examples that you can do at home. You don't need to be in a pool. It's easier and harder in a pool because balancing, sometimes can be challenging in the water. But for many of us, again, just the fact that the spine is decompressed and our joints will make it possible. So try it at home as well and you'll see what I mean. One more time, squat to the side, push the board across, round up that spine. That feels very, very good. And we are already halfway through. This is the time when I would like you to use dumbbells. And I'm using very small dumbbells. I recommend small or medium, not those big ones. Again, you can do it with gloves as well. Here we're gonna do frog jumps and we'll be pushing dumbbells down and up. Well, not only it's another hip opening exercise, it has modification for one leg if you need one. It's also gonna strengthen your upper back muscles. Keep going. Remember, keep your spine neutral. Don't bend forward too much and don't hold your breath. Let it go and exhale, just like that. 20 to 40 reps would be great, but again, you can do more. With frog jumps again, you can choose to move a little forward and backwards and turn around, whatever feels good and doesn't distract you from maintaining great form. You want to make sure your hips are square with your shoulders and you are not leaning sideways when you do so. If possible, you try move both of your legs, both of your feet up to the same level. One more time, great dynamic stretch. If not entire workout, then you can even incorporate some of those moves to your daily routine. I recommend you actually take care of your back and your spine every single day, but at least 3 to 5 times a day, a week. Continue. You're still doing great. Your first move is as great as your last one, remember. Try coordinate your breath with the push down movement. Remember, for those of you who don't swim, one leg at a time is an option. So really, no excuses. This exercise could be done even on a very deep side of the pool without touching the ground. It could be. but this option is great too. Let me show you another exercise. It's gonna be lunge position again, and this time we're gonna do butterflies. And we continue using dumbbells. This time palms are facing each other each way we go. So on your exhale, bring your arms in together, almost like you were giving a big hug, and then you're gonna open up those arms out. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You wanna push your elbows and dumbbells back to the wall, but you don't wanna overdo it. You don't wanna arch your spine eventually at one point. So if you are going to that arm position where they create a line, that's it. Then I want you exhale and come back. And this is why I like using smaller dumbbells here. I want to have good consistent tempo, and I want to make sure that I can maintain dumbbells below the surface just like that. So palms facing each other. This one we're gonna do 12 to 20 on each side, on each leg, and then switch. I don't recommend doing this one with paddles just because it's gonna feel weird on your way out. It would feel great on the way in, but then you will have to turn your palms back again. So dumbbells work way better for this one, or just your palms with fingertips linked. And then switch your legs again, continue. This one is a great exercise again, chest and back. So one more time, combining those two opposite muscle group for one strong benefit. Switch legs, keep going. Again, notice how stable is upper body, those shoulders still square with hips. And switch leg, keep going. This is how I like to keep track on how many I did. You can choose to switch every 10, every 8, however you want to. And notice no movement in my torso, nothing, very stable. And it is very hard to maintain it, yes. These are your core muscles now doing all of it. So it might look like it's just arm exercise. You have to actually do it to feel it's different. Number 10, cross-country skiing, and we continue with the same butterfly movement. So you're now gonna switch your legs right and left. And if you are choosing this workout because you maybe are in pain and your back bothers you, you are welcome to skip jumping, right? Maybe it's too much today. I really want to make sure that you can do this full workout even if something feels a little uncomfortable. I always advise all of my students to check with the doctor what's going on. But if it's just the back pain that you're familiar with, maybe you've been sitting too much on one day, maybe day before, maybe you've worked out or lifted very heavy weights and you just want to do something, but you're not ready for full workout, not for intervals. Well, this is something you can still do without bending your spine, without putting almost any impact to your joints and to your spine. And we finally got to a moment where I want to invite you for quick stretching. I'm going to show you most important stretching exercise. First, we're going to bend to the side, and it's important that we hold each position at least 30 seconds. You want to push your hips away from the wall and then bring your arm up, then elbow towards your ear, and then you're going to continue reaching up. That's important that you're not going to bend down. You continue reaching up. You don't want to feel you are compressing your spine anywhere. You are stretching it. And I'll switch side and do exactly the same. Push your pelvic a little forward. Keep those knees soft, belly in. Give yourself 30 seconds to fully experience that stretch. Almost imagine some invisible hand is pulling your wrists up. Do you feel it? I want you to imagine it, and you're gonna feel it. Long arm, long spine, very decompressed. All right, Now you're gonna pull your left knee toward your chest, toward your belly. And from here, once you find your balance, you can keep your back against the wall if that's helpful. I want you to circle your toes out and then in. Take your time, easy and slow. Bring your foot down, switch leg. Bring your knee in towards yourself, and after you find your balance, circle your toe out and in. Stay nice and tall. All right, we're gonna switch leg again. This time you're gonna place your toe, left toe on your right knee, and you're gonna squat. Feel free to support with one hand on the side of the pool. Hold that squat and again experience glutes being stretched and hamstrings being stretched. This one is better down on the shallow part of the pool. You are here welcome to give your wrists a little break. Allow your arms just float on the surface. Roll your shoulders back. And we're gonna bring it up. Let's switch leg and hold the same squat on this side. 30 seconds. If you need more time, do it again. One set of 30 seconds is the minimum requirement for most of us to experience that muscle being relaxed. But again, if you guys have more time, if you want to spend more than 40 minutes in a pool, just pick the exercise that your body responds best to and repeat them twice, or hold those stretches longer. Hamstring stretch is very, very important. We're gonna place foot up on a wall with toes pointed up. And as we exhale, we're gonna firstly place our hands behind, but eventually I want you to try your best to reach toward your toes. Don't worry if you can't. It's even okay if you slightly bend your knee. Eventually, you're gonna bend your knee completely because you wanna push your hips closer toward the wall and stretch your hamstrings even better, and also hip flexors. Yes, that's important that we also target hip flexors because they keep you so tight, especially if you sit a lot during the day. This workout will definitely address this issue. Again, hamstring stretch. It's also a good calf stretch. Keep your foot on the wall. That was the first position, right? You feel back of your leg, those muscles located there. Want you to take your time. Remember, a good stretch will feel slightly uncomfortable, but it's never a pain. You're now reaching toward the wall, toward your toes. Feel how your lower back gets a stretch, and this is second position. Now not only you feel your left leg, right, but you feel those hip flexors on your right getting a good stretch. I want you to stay there. And release when that tension go away. If you feel you need a little bit more, go ahead, repeat right and then left side. Take as much time as needed. We sometimes are skipping stretching exercise thinking that, well, we're not burning a lot of calories here, but those exercises are keeping your frame, which is your body, which is your spine, your skeleton, healthy. And this is how you are getting better results when you do all the other exercise, all your other fitness routines. So it's not a waste of time. It's actually very beneficial to you. I want to show you another exercise. This time we have lunge position, and we're going to push pelvic forward here. So you're going to lift up your calf your heel off the bottom of the pool and push your hip forward and really open up those hips again. Chest up. Then you're gonna slightly reach up and bend to the side. And again, you can support your right hand on the wall, reaching toward your right side. And again, now we're gonna do the same on the other side. So left foot forward. Yeah, and this is the option where you support one hand on the wall. For most of us, this option will be so much better because once you have one hand stable, you'll be able to feel that stretch way more. And notice my heel is still above the ground. Very good. Let's do full body stretch. Place your hands behind, tilt back, lengthen up your entire body, your entire spine, and then round up your spine, squat and move your heels up. Heels down, and again go for a full body stretch. Push your pelvic forward, open up those hips. Feel how your spine gets longer, stretched. And then exhale, heels up, round up that spine. Our spine really is very flexible and it appreciates when we give it a little bit of motion. We just want to be warm up for that and ready for that and do it in a healthy way. Take your time changing those positions every 5 to 10 seconds. Full body stretch. Again, that's something you can do at home every day, maybe even every morning and every evening. It only takes few seconds. We guys are getting close to an end of this routine, and I have one more position for you. This will remind you yoga position, Cobra. Well, this one is Cobra in the water. For many of us, Cobra on a mat could be uncomfortable. Well, here with your hands placed against the wall, it's such a relief again for our body. Good way to finish not only this workout, but every single water workout. And you can move on to swan and bring one arm up and then the other one. Feels amazing, and it definitely feels like we did something great. So if you guys want to float a little bit more and continue decompressing your body and your spine, swim a little bit, walk in a pool, you already did most of the exercise that I had for you today. I hope you already feel better, and I hope you're going to be ready for more tomorrow, next day. Thanks so much for splashing by. See you next time.